Welcome to Theory Lesson 3 with Mrs. Binkard. Today we're going to be discussing time signatures and bar lines. These things are called bar lines. They separate each group of notes into measures. A measure is simply defined as the space between two bar lines. Finally, the last part of every song has a double bar line. This tells the musician that the piece is in fact over and they can stop playing. Now this fraction looking thing right here is called a time signature. The top number tells us how many beats there are in each measure. In this case, the number 4 tells us that there are 4 beats per measure. The bottom number, on the other hand, tells us what kind of note gets the beat. In this case, 4/4 time, you read it as the top number 4, and then the bottom number is a fraction, quarter. In 4/4 time, there are 4 quarter notes per measure. So it looks kind of like our example. You'll notice that there are either 4 quarter notes or quarter rests per measure, with the exception of the last measure, which is a whole note. That equals 4 quarter notes, though. This is how we make sure that we have 4 beats in every measure. Even the rests have numbers in them, and you'll notice that beats 2, 3, and 4 are inside of that whole note. Sometimes our time signature is not as simple as 4/4, which, by the way, is our most common time signature. However, sometimes we can see things like this. This time signature is 3/4, or 3/4 time. This means that there are 3 beats of quarter notes in one measure of this music. Another way to say it is that there are 3 beats in a measure and that the quarter note gets 1 beat. In the case of a time signature that is 2/4 or in 2/4 time, this means that 2 beats of quarter notes, or you could say there are 2 beats per measure and the quarter note gets the beat. Theoretically, you could even have a ridiculous number. On the top of your time signature, all it would mean is it's that many beats per measure, and the quarter note would still get the beat. Before you ask, yes, the bottom number can change to other numbers in more advanced music, but we'll talk about those when we get to it. If I'm trying to figure out where my bar lines go, the top number is going to be my best friend. This number is going to tell me what number I count up to before I add a bar line. I'll do this one with you guys. 1, 2, 3, 4. Bar line. 1, 2, 3, 4. Bar line. 1, 2, 3, 4. Bar line. Now, since we'll go ahead and call this the end of my piece, I'm going to go ahead and add a second thick bar line to make it a double bar line, so the musician playing my composition will know that that is the end of my piece. Make sure that you only count up to the top number. That guy. Remember? So, for example, if I had an example that was in 2/4, I would only count 1, 2 bar line, 1, 2 bar line. Or if it were in 3/4, I would count 1, 2, 3 bar line. Since I was so slow getting this lesson online, this lesson will be due on Monday, so that will give you a chance to complete this assignment over the weekend. Thanks so much, you guys, and I hope to see you later.